Approaching your 70s, you might expect the usual changes: gray hair, slower mornings. But underneath the surface, something far more sinister is at work. Without warning, nearly 40% of your muscle could be gone, eaten away quietly over the years. This is sarcopenia, a relentless force, lurking unseen as it steals your strength and freedom day by day. The numbers from Johns Hopkins are almost too grim to believe. Elders afflicted by severe muscle loss are more than 3 times more likely to lose mobility, trapped in wheelchairs, or condemned to nursing homes. The progression accelerates after you pass 65, a tipping point when most are still in denial, insisting muscle loss is just part of the aging game. But this assumption camouflages a widespread silent epidemic that could have been prevented. There's a darker twist, something most doctors overlook. A single vital nutrient evaporates from the bodies of nearly 80% of seniors, speeding their descent into frailty. This deficiency may be silently sabotaging your independence, pushing you closer to the moment when you need help with the simplest gestures. Yet the shadows aren't absolute. New findings from the National Institute on Aging offer a chilling promise. 6 nutrients, rarely mentioned and almost never prescribed, harbor the power to fight back, restoring lost muscle even in the waning years. Oddly, one supplement stands above the rest, often left unspoken by medical professionals. Within just 2 weeks, nearly 9 out of 10 participants in a recent study saw their muscle loss reversed. Chances are, you too are starving for it. Your diet insufficient, the threat growing every day. What makes this finding stand out even more is that 92% of those involved said they saw real improvements in handling everyday activities like climbing stairs and carrying groceries independently, even when previous physical therapy didn't help. Before moving forward, we'd enjoy hearing from you. Let us know your location in the comments. Also, like this video and subscribe to our channel for more useful updates. Now, let's get started. Number 6 on our list is coenzyme CoQ10, often called CoQ10. Although CoQ10 isn't technically a vitamin, it plays a key role in supporting muscle health in older adults, working right inside your cells where most of your muscle's energy is produced. Why does this matter? CoQ10 is packed into the mitochondria of your muscle cells, the small energy factories responsible for generating over 95% of your body's energy. As you age, your body's CoQ10 supply can drop by as much as 65%, which can seriously weaken your muscles and slow down your recovery. Many people blame this dip in strength and energy on getting older, but CoQ10 loss is a big part of the story. To complicate things, lots of commonly used prescriptions, especially cholesterol-lowering statins, reduce CoQ10 even further. This creates a cycle where aging and medication together speed up muscle decline. Research shows that over 60% of seniors taking statins experience muscle pain, weakness, or tiredness linked to lower CoQ10 levels. Most older adults require somewhere between 100 and 200 mg of CoQ10 daily, but individuals taking statins often need even more, up to 300 mg per day, to see real benefit. While CoQ10 can be found in organ meats, oily fish, and whole grains, the unfortunate truth is that the levels in food just aren't enough to make much difference for those who truly need it. That's why many turn to supplements. Doctors' Best High Absorption CoQ10 with BioPerine is one option, offering a 30% increase in bioavailability by including black pepper extract. The supplement uses the ubiquinol form, which means it's already active and more easily absorbed by the body's muscles. For those who struggle even more with absorption, something that tends to get worse with age, Kaneka Ubiquinol Ultra CoQ10 might offer hope, as its unique, water-soluble formula is reportedly absorbed up to 3 times better than the standard version. Sadly, since CoQ10 is fat-soluble, absorption problems can leave seniors with even greater deficiencies, especially if they have digestive trouble. Turning to vitamin D, its role goes well beyond protecting bones. Your muscles depend on it, clinging to every bit of vitamin D just to function normally. Yet, as the body grows older and deficiency quietly sets in, muscles lose their strength. And for too many, that fade is slow but relentless. A range of research shows that seniors who maintain sufficient vitamin D levels enjoy notably better muscle strength, balance, and overall function compared to those lacking it. For example, one large study observed that older adults supplementing with vitamin D experienced 20% fewer falls, reflecting enhanced muscle health. Vitamin D deficiency is very common in the senior population. Over 40% are affected, with rates climbing higher among those who are largely indoors or live in certain locations. If you're dealing with unexpected muscle weakness or persistent fatigue, a simple blood test can check for vitamin D insufficiency. This vitamin also plays a key role in how the body absorbs calcium, a mineral crucial for muscle contraction. Without adequate vitamin D, muscles can't utilize calcium properly, resulting in reduced strength and coordination. Most individuals over 65 are advised to take between 800 and 1,000 IU daily, but some experts recommend 1,000 to 2,000 IU, particularly for those with limited sun exposure. Foods like salmon, mackerel, egg yolks, and fortified products such as milk and cereal offer vitamin D, yet supplementation is helpful for many older adults. For those seeking a reliable option, nature-made vitamin D3 2,000 IU soft gels are suggested. They contain cholecalciferol D3, which studies indicate is 87% more effective in raising blood levels than D2, and the product has received USP verification for quality and strength. For a liquid option, Nordic Naturals Vitamin D3 stands out by providing 1,000 IU per drop and using olive oil for superior absorption, setting it apart from some products that rely on lower quality carrier oils. The fourth supplement to consider is vitamin B12. As people get older, their bodies become less efficient at absorbing vitamin B12, which can contribute to muscle loss. This vitamin is essential for sustaining strong muscle function and plays a significant part in protecting nerve health. If B12 levels fall too low, the signaling between the brain and muscles becomes compromised, leading to diminished strength, difficulties with balance, and progressive muscle wasting. Unfortunately, many older adults misinterpret these early symptoms as just normal aging, unaware that they might actually be due to a B12 deficiency. The slow, gradual development of B12 deficiency can easily be confused with other conditions that are common in later life. Regular blood tests are especially helpful, particularly for people taking medications such as metformin or proton pump inhibitors, which can significantly reduce B12 absorption. In addition to its role in nerve health, B12 is vital for forming healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen to muscles. Insufficient oxygen delivery leads to low energy, fatigue, and decreased ability to handle everyday activities. B12 also helps maintain the myelin sheath that protects nerves. When this sheath is compromised by deficiency, muscles may get faulty signals from the brain, causing tremors, unbalanced walking, and poor coordination. Older adults are advised to get 240 micrograms of B12 daily, but absorption issues might require higher amounts. Your nerves rely on natural sources for proper function. When this protective layer deteriorates due to a deficiency, your muscles start getting mixed signals from your brain, leading to shaky movements, trouble walking steadily, and less reliable coordination. Older adults, the daily recommendation is 240 micrograms, although some people may require more if absorption is an issue. Foods from animals, such as meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, are rich sources. As many as 30% of adults over 50 develop atrophic gastritis, which hampers the body's ability to absorb B12 from food, and may make supplements or injections necessary. Gero Formula offers a methyl B12 supplement, which stays active in the body longer than the cyanocobalamin found in many other products. Their sublingual lozenges dissolve under the tongue, letting the vitamin enter your system without relying on digestion, an advantage for seniors facing absorption challenges. Alternatively, Garden of Life's Vitamin C Raw B12 combines B12 with probiotics and enzymes to potentially improve absorption by as much as 60%, helpful for those with digestive issues. And the spray format is ideal for anyone with difficulty swallowing pills. Now, for third place, vitamin C. It does much more than just support your immune system. It's key for muscle health, especially as you grow older. Vitamin C plays a critical role in collagen production, which is not just good for skin, but also essential for the connective tissues that protect and stabilize your muscles. Without enough vitamin C, these support systems weaken, raising your risk for muscle instability and injuries. Beneath the surface of aging, something sinister unfolds in the muscles of those with low vitamin C. Grip weakens, strength drains away, and every movement predicts slow decline. Vitamin C, often dismissed as a mere antioxidant, acts more like a shield against the creeping assault of oxidative stress. When this protection is lacking, relentless free radicals begin to quietly sabotage muscle fibers, accelerating decay and atrophy, leaving once sturdy bodies frail. Time, in these conditions, becomes merciless. Vital energy dwindles because vitamin C fuels the production of carnitine, the very compound muscle cells need to siphon energy from fat. A deficiency starves the muscles, sapping energy, driving fatigue, and stealing vitality day by day. The recommended amount, a meager 75 to 90 milligrams, might not be enough to stave off the inevitable in the long run. Some authorities suggest nearly quadruple that amount, a desperate attempt to shore up a crumbling defense. You might try to resist the decay of our citrus, berries, peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, and potatoes, grasping for every bit of defense you can summon. But your body doesn't hoard vitamin C. It trickles away, leaving you exposed unless you replenish it with grim regularity. For those seeking greater protection, supplements like Sulger's vitamin C with bioflavonoids are crafted to deeply invade the body's defenses, boosting absorption into the muscle's heart. Even more extreme, Livon Labs offers liposomal vitamin C, a formulation engineered to breach barriers and deliver nearly all of the vitamin where it's needed, fighting back against the slow advance of weakness. Shall we venture further into the role of magnesium? Or do you have more questions about keeping the darkness at bay? Magnesium isn't actually a vitamin. It's a mineral. Yet, it quietly orchestrates so much within our muscles that letting its levels slip almost always sets off a slow unraveling. Far too often in older adults, magnesium deficiency goes unnoticed, silently hastening the loss of muscle function in subtle but relentless ways. Magnesium is needed for muscles to contract and release, acting as a necessary balance against calcium's tightening grip. When magnesium runs low, muscles can't fully relax. Cramps, spasms, and a never-ending sense of tension start to eat away at the muscles, leaving them strained and fragile. Magnesium is also at the heart of ATP creation, the very energy that fuels muscle activity. Without enough of it, muscles tire easily, and just keeping up with daily tasks becomes a quiet struggle. The loss doesn't stop there. Magnesium helps muscles build and repair themselves, so even a mild shortage accelerates the weakening and shrinking that come with age. For women over 65, about 320 mg daily is recommended. For men, it's closer to 420 mg. Dark leafy greens, seeds, nuts, legumes, and whole grains are all good sources. But still, most seniors fall short of what's needed, leaving their bodies to quietly bear the cost. Ironically, the problem worsens with certain drugs. Frequent medications, diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, and some antibiotics relentlessly drain what little magnesium remains. Fatigue, weakness, and muscle cramps often emerge like shadows at dusk, but go unnoticed, dismissed as mere nuisances of old age. This means many elderly slip through the cracks, undiagnosed and untreated, as their bodies quietly betray them. For those desperate to halt this decline, not all magnesium supplements offer salvation. Typical oxide versions provide little help and often bring harsh laxative effects that force many to give up. Magnesium glycinate, lurking in the background, promises 4 times the absorption and a quieter passage through the gut. Now, creatine. This isn't just a tool for the young looking for strength. It's a secret weapon for the old, those fighting the slow, inevitable decay of muscle. Creatine's odd magic operates beyond the bounds of ordinary nutrition, making it essential to anyone refusing to accept their decline. Deep within the muscle, it replenishes phosphocreatine, the spark that keeps the body moving in moments of crisis. Rising from a chair, climbing stairs, catching oneself just before a fall. Take these away, and the walls close in. Independence fades. But creatine's influence reaches further. With every passing decade, the cells that rebuild muscle, satellite cells, dwindle, sapping away half their activity by age 60. This loss leaves the body's defenses gutted, unable to repair what time destroys. Yet, research shows creatine can restore this sorely needed activity by about 35%. For seniors, it could mean the difference between slow degeneration and a brutal, sudden loss of self. Unseen forces are at work, training strength and will, a fight waged in silence. Research has revealed that combining creatine with even light resistance training unleashes unnerving results: a staggering 14% surge in strength, plus an extra 220 pounds of muscle, all in just 12 weeks. Achievements that, left to your own flesh and willpower, would take far longer. For those inching down the dark halls of age, this edge becomes a way to hang on to autonomy just a little longer. The prescription: 3 to 5 grams of creatine per day. A loading phase, that feverish ritual among younger athletes, isn't required here. While tiny traces of creatine lurk in red meat and fish, Reaching the levels that flip the body's switches would mean devouring 2 5 pounds of beef daily, a gluttony few can stomach. Supplementation, then, is not just logical, but a necessity in this game of attrition. Optimum Nutrition micronized creatine monohydrate rises to the top. Each granule has been ruthlessly ground down to an almost spectral fineness, 20 times smaller than most. So it vanishes into any liquid, sliding past the sluggish digestion that shadows old age. Safety is no comfort, but after more than 200 peer-reviewed studies, even the coldest observer must acknowledge creatine doesn't invite harm, not even when the years pile up. Contemporary research hints at something even deeper, that creatine may reach into the brain, buffering cognition as the lights flicker and fade. When creatine joins the right blend of nutrients, the effect multiplies, becoming something more potent than any single supplement can offer. Integrating these 6 essential nutrients into your daily routine has a more powerful impact than relying on just one vitamin. Picture them as a committed team, working together to safeguard your strength and flexibility. While supplements are a helpful solution for addressing nutrient shortfalls, focusing on whole foods whenever possible is a wise choice. A vibrant diet packed with vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, nuts, seeds, and whole grains delivers not only these nutrients, but also a host of other beneficial compounds that support healthy muscles. Maintaining and building muscle isn't simply about looks. It's key for preserving your independence, reducing fall risks, supporting your metabolism, and encouraging overall health as you age. Keeping these 6 nutrients at optimal levels is like making a valuable investment in your future mobility and autonomy, something truly invaluable later in life. If you think you might be deficient in any of these, talk with your doctor about testing and possible supplements. By giving your body good nutritional support, you can help fend off muscle loss that comes with aging, keeping yourself strong and vital for years ahead. We'd love to hear about your experiences. Let us know in the comments what health topics interest you most for future coverage. Whether you've got questions about joint care, improving memory, heart health tips, or another topic, tell us which supplement from our list was most unexpected. Please share your insights and stories below. We're listening. Thanks for tuning in.